Time for a look at your West Tennessee forecast with meteorologist Brian Davis.
And good evening, everyone, as we're winding down our Wednesday, looking forward to Thursday, and the weekend yet is already approaching again. Let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. You know, we've had quite a few showers and thunderstorms out there today, not just a ton of lightning. We had a couple of storms that were packed with some lightning, but most of it was just some heavy downpours out there. Well, BG Green got us some good shots. This is looking southwest from Greenfield, Tennessee. And you can see as those storm clouds were kind of starting to get their act together right there, big thunderhead there in the background. I don't know, that kind of looks like a frog. When you look at the top of that cloud, it looked like a frog face on there or something. But yeah, he was kind of like giving us that frowny, straight, crooked smile like, yeah, I've got some heavy rain and lightning coming towards you very soon. But thank you, BG, for sending those in. We always enjoy your pictures, and I try to remember to show as many as I can, and keep sending them. We'll try to get them in there whenever we can when the weather's not just bearing down on us. But we're looking at Savannah right now. It's 79 degrees as we're making our way towards that 10, 11 o'clock hour here. Feels like 79 out there. We've had some areas that have really gotten a cool down. If the timing's just right, if you get the showers and the downpours right at the hottest part of the day, and then you're lucky enough to keep some clouds around, for a couple of hours, you can kind of dodge that peak of the heat during the afternoon. Some of you managed to do that. Now, here in Parsons, you can see still some rain clouds back there in the distance. I see some rain falling under that cloud there on the left-hand side of the screen. Downtown Parsons coming in at 77 right now. And then as we take a look at Memphis, coming in at 79, a light southwest breeze. And, we're not seeing much of a heat index out there. It feels like the actual temperature, like in Paris, where you can see we got a big break in the clouds overhead, but some clouds there in the horizon. 79 out there right now. Winds are calm here for the moment. But looking at our temperatures, we still got a little bit of a range. You can see, depending on where you've seen more rain, more recently, it'll be a little bit cooler. So Camden over to Huntington and Paris, we're at 81. We've got 79 in Trenton, 79 in Ridgely and Dyersburg. We've got 79 in Brownsville and Covington. Memphis, they're jumping on board. Usually Memphis is a little bit warmer than the rest of us, but down to 79 right now. And Selmer and Savannah, again, coming in at 79. Let me pick an area out I haven't mentioned in a while. We'll talk about Henderson coming in at 79, and we'll throw Lexington in there too, coming in at 79 degrees. Hello to all of you out there across West Tennessee. Now, the winds are kind of variable right now. They kind of slowed down, and we're about 3 to 5 miles per hour. But still, generally, for most of us, it's kind of out of the south and east towards the north and west. But looking at radar, still a few showers out there. I'm not seeing any lightning in any of this, and that could still produce some lightning. So this is kind of one of those downpours that you can get where it's just kind of raining, tipsy toe, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get that lightning struck. But looking at over here towards Henderson, just north here, and over at Milledgeville, some heavy downpours going on right there, but I'm not seeing any lightning in that activity. And then another little area that we're looking at, just kind of getting out of Dyersburg right now, a little bit of light rain right there along, what is that, 412, yes. So right along 412 there, you may have to cut the windshield wipers on if you're going to be leaving out there over the next few minutes. But let's see. Let's let this run in motion. A little bit of shower activity there just south of Savannah, and it's trying to make right there at Pickwick Dam, and it's going to be making its way kind of northward. So watch out there in South Savannah. It's probably going to catch some of you guys there too before it falls apart. But otherwise, things are, on the tendency to calm down here. Still a few showers there in North Mississippi, but nothing that stands out as looking, concerning out there right now. Just might get rained on. Most of us won't have any rain for the rest of tonight. That low pressure area that's been with us now for about 5 days. Wow. It came in over the weekend. It drifted to the east near East Tennessee, and then it just kind of backed up and drifted back over here into Arkansas and northwest Mississippi, and we're kind of on the north side of that. So that's why we've been seeing those showers kind of moving around that low towards the west. So they've been moving in a different direction, as many of us now know. You know better than to look out there to the to the eastern sky and say, well, that shower's gone. It's moving away from us. No, the last few days, just take that thinking and reverse it. If it's coming out of the east or if it's to the eastern sky, it's coming towards you in most cases here lately. And it'll be that way again tomorrow, too, pretty much before it looks like the majority of this will wind down. Well, we finally got rid of the severe weather outlook over Maine, but it looks like it's going to come back tomorrow during the heat of the day. And then, boy, they've been getting some severe weather out there towards Montana, Idaho. So way up north, as we were talking about earlier, that's where the jet stream is. That's kind of more in their severe weather season as to where down here in the south, things are just kind of moving around where they want to, unless that jet stream happens to dip down, and it still does in the summer, but just not nearly as often. One reason we have severe weather season is because we're kind of right on the fringe areas of that cooler air mass and that warmer air mass that's coming in for summer. And you get that transition, you get the jet stream, and it kind of hangs around over us and drifts back and forth. And that helps to create some of those severe storms in, like spring. And then again, our secondary severe weather season, as we get into the cooler parts of the years, transitioning from the hot back to the cold. So, but right now we're in the thick of summer. So that's, way up there to the north, and seldom does it dip down here and, move things along. So if you get high pressure over you, that can be bad news, because then you wind up with a drought. You wind up with an extended period of like dry weather. And then if you're underneath something like we've had here, this low pressure, you get rain just about every day. But by the way, while we're looking at the future cast here, letting it initialize, we did come in at a high of 88 today. Morning low was 73. And since January the 1st, we've had 24 inches of rain. Now, just to put that in perspective, last year this time, we were a little over 31 inches of rain for the same day in history last year. So we're still lagging behind. We're at a little over 7.5 inches behind on rain. The normal would be at 31.56 inches for this time of the year. So we're a little over 7.5 below normal, even with all of these scattered showers and thunderstorms. So it's hard to catch up once you get left behind. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Hourly forecast. So we'll be dropping down into the low 70s. Now, careful and caution. Looks like some very thick, patchy areas of fog in the morning. So some of you will be leaving out early in the morning. Get ready for the low beam headlights, and it's going to be some patchy, very dense, hard to see fog out there throughout the area as we take off in the morning. So be aware of that. So we'll start out with our coffee cast there. By 6 a.m., we'll be back up to about 71. Calm winds, so you get the calm winds. We've had some rain in and around the area. The dew points are pretty high, so we're going to have some, we may have a dense fog advisory. I wouldn't doubt it, but we'll be at about 71 by then, and then 73 by 7. And then we'll start to see the fog mixing out there by around the 8 to 9 a.m. You know the routine on these dense, foggy mornings. Usually by 9 o'clock, most of the fog is gone, and it looks like there's nothing that will hinder that, and it'll start to get out of here. So tomorrow, we'll be looking at a high of 87, 40% odds, same old, some scattered showers and storms, mainly in the afternoon and evening. Those will wind down again. 72 for the overnight low, a little bit hotter on Friday, a 20% chance of just an isolated shower or rumble of thunder. Most of us won't see anything, but just some sunshine. 90 for the high, overnight low of 73. Mostly sunny on Saturday and Sunday, by the way. Highs will be up to about 91. There'll still be some pleasant evenings, but it'll still feel kind of hot out there during the afternoon. And I've been warning of it. Look at this, the very latest, 93 on Monday. And I've been talking about now for a while about upper 90s showing up Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, we're going to go about 95 right now for Tuesday and Wednesday. But if things keep trending up, as the old schoolers would say, we might have to bend those numbers up just a bit. So, but either way, it's going to be hot as we head into next week. Get ready, get ready. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. That's a look at your nighttime weather update. We'll see you back tomorrow for more. And as always, thanks for watching West Tennessee Weather Channel. Now, if and when, and there's a good chance it will, a dense fog advisory goes out and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, well, it will, you can check back in with us. It'll be on the screen. It'll light up counties and then also it'll crawl the information, just like the flood advisory we've got going on at this time. All right, take care, everybody.
We are West Tennessee Weather Channel.